All right, so there's a Planned Parenthood. You can come do some family planning while you're at the piano bar at Ichabod's. Always cool cars out here. Everybody told me to come check out this cool old car. Got a Jaguar. Got a Maserati. So I figured I would drive the Rolls, drive the Phantom, because if you're gonna go to where the cool cars are, you gotta bring it. So I've got my mustard in there in case I decide that I need something. I do have my Grey Poupon, but in the meantime, there it goes. All right, let's go check this place out. All right, we're on a corner in a shopping center over here by Flamingo and Pecos. I like the Maserati. I like the Jaguar. I don't know what this car is. This is a Buick. It's beautiful. That's what it is. It's gosh darn Buick. It's fantastic. What an amazing car. So obviously the people who come here are into this kind of a vibe. Perfect for me, which is why it was recommended. Let's go check it out. Okay, this place is really cool inside. Coming in here, it's got a tripping vibe. Now I picked a purposefully dead time to come in here because I didn't want anybody around or any music. But this is the chandelier. I love it. What a cool place. This menu is huge, first of all. I mean, there's just too many things on there, which always scares me. If you've ever watched Bar Rescue and those kind of things, Restaurant Rescue, whenever there's a menu that's just gigantic, you know that, like, they're just trying too hard sometimes. Now, she told me that these Philly sandwiches are good, their pastas are good. They have daily specials. Look at this. Daily special here. Saturday today, barbecue pork sliders, which there's nothing in. This all sounds amazing. Nothing sucks. This is all awesome. Looks like they do a daily thing every day. And then at 6:30 they do the piano bar, which hasn't fired up yet over there. And you gotta have reservations. They say this place is gonna be full and packed. They said I'm just here at a weird time. It's like I'm here on an afternoon. So, man, this breakfast sounds good. These specials, I might, but specials is when they plan to have a certain amount of stuff. But wow, what a great find, this place. All right, so I want to go through these sandwiches here because I was looking at the burgers. Okay, build your own burger, but they got some cool sandwiches here. The San Francisco sourdough burger, that sounds amazing. The New York steak sandwich, half a pound of choice New York steak, open face. Meatballs, beef and cheddar. I love a beef and cheddar. French dip. Hot beef. That was my nickname in prison. Tender sliced beef. Turkey melt, tuna melt, club melt. These are great. Grilled cheese. I like the grilled cheese situation. Then you get into these Phillies, and I'm really tempted to do one of these Monterey mushroom Phillies. Maybe take it home. The Greektown Philly. Right, you got shredded chicken. My buddy Eric would love that because he doesn't eat beef. French onion Philly. I mean, there's some good stuff. They got a lot of selection in here. Appetizers. Some of the appetizers are, I don't know. I don't know what these steamers are. Meaty little necks. I never heard of that before. Got some wraps. You get over here, you got all these pasta dishes. Right, crazy pasta dishes, dinner entrees, ribeye steak. They said it's good. I'm thinking about ordering the prime rib, which is at 4 o'clock, which I got to wait 15 minutes to get it. And I love a prime rib. But this other stuff, I think maybe I'll get the prime rib later. I want to try maybe 2 sandwiches. I'll get a Philly, and then I'll get another sandwich. I had to move because I picked the furthest place in the whole restaurant where absolutely no one was. And these 2 ladies come and sit right next to me. And they're chattering it up. I'm like, really? There's no one in this whole place. And they come and sit right. You ever go park in a parking lot? Like out in the middle of the parking lot, and then you come back and then there's a car parked right next to you and you're like, what in the F? They see the hottest, sexiest guy in the whole restaurant. They got to sit next to him. I get it. All right, so I decided to order the sourdough burger. And I'm going to get a little side of their Chipotle mayo, which I hear is good. And then I'm also gonna get their traditional Philly cheesesteak. So I told her, I said, just cut them in half, and I'll eat a little bit of each, and then I'll take them home. I like a grilled sourdough. You know, I worked at Jack in the Box for many years when I was a kid, and I used to love that grilled sourdough Jack. That thing was pretty awesome. So I've eaten a lot of those in my life, but I rarely see that as a menu item. You do see grilled sandwiches sometimes, but I don't think I can't think of another place maybe that has a grilled sourdough burger like that. So I want to try it. It's encrusted with like a Parmesan. Now, the Philly cheesesteak, I think they're putting Swiss cheese on, which I think is kind of strange. Normally, you find a provolone. Now, obviously, a traditional Philly is going to have like cheese whiz on it and stuff. I've never really liked the traditional street side Philly. I've always liked the way I used to do it. And the way I used to do it at my restaurant that I had in Dallas is I used to put down some olive oil with minced garlic with shaved ribeye, and then you put your peppers, green peppers, multicolored peppers with mushrooms and onions. Do that in the same olive oil and garlic, and then you glue it all together with the provolone. Toast the bun on the grill, and then you just set that on top and scoop it in, turn it upside down, and it's just glued together in a big gooey cheesy mess. And I learned that recipe from my good friend Vinnie Paul. He was drummer for Pantera. Yes, that Vinnie Paul. He was one of my best friends, and I worked for him for about 15 years. And he used to cook these at his house. He had a cool KitchenAid cooktop that had a built-in grill. And I've done the same thing. My new house, if you've seen the other videos that I have at my house, I have a 24 by 24 flat griddle built right into my countertop for doing such things. So I know Phillies. I've eaten a lot of them. I want to try this one. And the real key to the Philly is having the right soft bread. If you use like an Italian or chewy, or if you get a bread that's too chewy, it makes it too hard to eat. It's got to be soft. I like a brioche style, cakey kind of bread that just melts in your mouth. And I like it when it's nice and greasy, all that oil in there. So we're going to see how they make it. And just check out the vibe. This place is really cool. I love the music they're playing. It kind of reminds me of like a Bennigan's. I just kind of get a vibe in here. I kind of wish they'd get rid of the TVs. I hate the TVs in a bar. I know people want to watch the game, but when there's no game on and it's just like commercials, that stuff sucks. But they say they do karaoke. They have the piano. They have a lot of just vibey stuff. Vegas pictures of old Vegas. Got some water feature going on here. I love, love, love when you go to Vegas places here and they have the Rat Pack and they have the old casinos pictured. They've got a lot of fake vegetation in here, flowers and stuff. They're getting ready for Thanksgiving. I was just sitting here and I noticed these mirrors. Ichabod Crane, Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. That's funny. Of course. All right, here's this Philly cheesesteak. It's kind of dark in here. It's hard to see. Why are there pickles? There's no pickles on a Philly. I don't know. We're going to try that. I'm going to see how this works. Hopefully this microphone filters out the music. All right, let's try this fry. It's a good French fry. Do a little French fry ASMR. It's crunchy. It's a damn good French fry, I gotta say. I haven't added any salt, ketchup, or anything. That's a gosh darn good French fry. Hot. I like it. All right. Let's check out this Philly. I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to take a straight up bite of it. Soft bread. It's not as sloppy as I thought it was going to be, which is a good thing, I guess. Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is along the line of a provolone mozzarella with its chewiness when melted. It adds a different vibe to the sandwich. It's good. It's a bar sandwich. My Philly purists out there, they're not going to like it.
People that want a real Philly with the cheese whiz on it, done street style, it's not one of those. But it doesn't suck. Keep in mind, you are in a bar. You're in a mini casino in a strip mall. But, I mean, it's certainly better than anything you're going to get off most street trucks. Ooh, I'm catching some spice, some pepper. Something in here spicy. Well, I kind of like it. I don't understand the pickle garnish, though. Pickle garnish on a Philly with this kind of, sliced beef. Oh my gosh, there it comes. Here, I'll take it over here.
There you are.
All right. Wow.
Do you need anything else?
No, that's it. Oh wow, these wedges. I'm gonna need the light for this. Hold on. I wish I could adjust this light, but it's bright as hell. But I wanted to get a good look at this. This is this toasted burger. And these wedges here. Okay, we're gonna do this right now. Here we go. I'm using the iPhone again instead of the GoPro but the GoPro had that little light on it. But I want to try one of these potato wedges. I bet nobody's done this. Okay. The fry, the potato wedge, is the exact same flavor. It's the same exact thing. These are just bigger. If you're going to end up taking your sandwich home, I recommend getting these wedges because they heat up well. But these fries probably will too. Oh, they're exactly the same flavor. They're the same, which is good. Now, they told me that they serve this burger dry because of all the flavor on it. I'm using this little candle to light it up. It's an electric candle, fake candle. All right, let's try this. Wow. A lot of crunch going on here. They put Parmesan cheese down on the sourdough to encrust it. Listen to this. You got that sharp saltiness of the cheese on the sourdough. Got the mushrooms and the cheese and the burger is good. Ooh, I like the mushrooms. Okay. Now, they gave me a side of their chipotle mayo. I want to try a little of that. It doesn't go to this, but I'm making it go with it. I like it. The mayo is the hit. Ooh, whoa, that's a hit. Sneak it up with a little kick on me. Come on. Let's try frying this mayo. It's like a little cane sauce with a kick. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Try this Philly with the mayo. See what happens. I'm going crazy. I like the mayo. Again, this ain't no Chick-fil-A. I don't get the pickles, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to take one of their little peppered pickles here. I'm going to put it on this burger and see what happens. Just try it out. Why not? The pickles are no. It overpowers a burger. Those are really pickly pickles. These fries are the bomb, though.
I'm liking the fries. I mean, the fries and the mayo, that's a combo. You just come in here late night, get these fries or these wedges and the mayo. Uh-huh. You guys know that I'm a wuss when it comes to heat. I don't eat spicy. This Chipotle mayonnaise. Ah, it's got me on fire. I'm loving it though. Hot. I'm sweating. But it's a good. I keep eating it. Is this when Video Bob starts eating hot food? Is that what happens?
Okay.
The mayonnaise is awesome.
You like the mayonnaise?
It's kind of spicy and I don't eat spicy, but I'm eating this.
What's the right amount?
These fries and these wedges are the exact same thing.
You think so?
You make these fries fresh?
No,
They make these fresh?
those are, yeah.
They taste exactly the same to me. So whatever they're doing to these and these,
One is little, one is big.
they taste exactly the same to me. There's no difference. This is just more potato.
More potato. Yeah,
But this is the dip.
that's the dip right
Just
there.
serve it with that. Put that in there. Pickles, there's no pickles on Philly or this. The pickles are terrible. They're too overpowering. Y'all are wasting pickles. How many pickles y'all throw away every week? Probably a lot of pickles. It's a garnish.
Yeah,
Y'all throwing away a 5-gallon bucket of pickles every week.
probably. I eat the pickles.
My wife likes the pickles,
I love pickles.
but the pickles don't go on the sandwiches.
No. Nobody really ever.
Maybe certain burgers, but not with a burger like this. Not with a specialty burger.
Yeah.
It's just a garnish. I just feel bad you're wasting pickles. But yeah, the fries are good. They're super crispy.
Yeah.
It must have been a good oil change day.
Maybe.
I wonder what kind
What do you think of the burger?
of. The burger's good. I like the Parmesan on there, making it crusty. I
Yeah.
like the mushrooms. I'm assuming there's onions in here, but I'm not catching them. I don't know if there is. I think grilled onions would be good. Nothing different about the meat. It's just hamburger meat.
Yeah.
I think it should have more seasoning or something, but the Philly is weird because you're putting Swiss cheese on it.
Yeah.
Swiss cheese is a cold cheese. When you melt it, it has a property kind of like a provolone or a mozzarella because it turns chewy. But it has a sharpness on it that's different. A Philly cheesesteak normally would have cheese whiz on it. But I always prefer
I'm from
provolone.
New York, yeah.
I like provolone.
I always put pepper jack on mine. I don't know.
Well,
Just because it's my preference.
honestly, I think the Philly's a little weak. It doesn't suck. It's good. But it's just a Philly. It's and it's not small, but it's small by Philly standards.
Yeah.
You ever go to Pops up on Decatur? And Decatur and
Well,
You
I
know,
know what you're talking
Pops,
about.
the stand.
I know what you're talking
They
about.
give you a Philly that's this big. You know, of course, it's ridiculous,
Yeah.
and they make it right there. You know, this is I'm going to assume just a frozen prepared Philly cheesesteak meat that they slap on the grill with a wax paper. Then they chop it up. You can buy that at Sam's. You know,
You want to try a piece of our prime rib? It's ready. I'll get it for you.
oh, just a little sample piece.
Yeah, I'll get you a
I'll-
piece to
I
try.
would not turn it down.
The thing that always made street side Phillies and Gyro meat in particular is it would come on that big cylinder and they would shave it off, you know. And you get the different textures of char and burn and toast from it being on the burner. You know, there's not too many places that did a Philly like the way I used to do it. But because most places are just using Cisco, you know, or whatever food service delivery they're using, frozen steak. Get it at Restaurant Depot or Even Sam's Club. Some of these places go to Sam's or Costco and get their stuff. And they're just using the standard meat. They're not really chopping up steak. I get it. Look, you're in a bar. But see, these are the dangers of having too big of a menu. Trying to please everybody. And that's the reason, I mean, this place probably does well and it's probably lasted here for a long time. But to really get on the map and to have that thing that says, they're famous for this, you gotta have that. This place doesn't have that. If somebody said, hey, why should I go to Ichabod's? I'm gonna say it's a great vibe. It's a nice chill. They play nice yacht rock kind of music. They got the piano bar, karaoke. It's a good hang for older people, which is what I am now. But food-wise, I'd say, hey, like their fries are good. Their sandwiches are good. They're good. There's good and then there's great. Now, I haven't tried their whole menu. They're doing pastas. They're doing sandwiches. They're doing steaks. But if somebody said, hey, if you go to this particular place, they do this particular thing great. I can't pick the thing that they're doing great. Granted, I've only had 2 of their sandwiches. But nobody who works here could really pinpoint something. Oh, I like their pasta. Oh, I like their this. But to make it in the food world, especially in the social media influencer world like I'm in now, you got to have that thing that's absolutely great, that nobody does, that's over the top. If somebody said to me, hey, you know, they make this, like for instance, when I made my Philly steak at my restaurant, people would say, you got to go in there and try that thing. And we weren't even known for our Philly steaks. What we were known for was our whiskey burger. That's what got us in the paper multiple times and got us best burger in Dallas. That's how you get that kind of thing. That's my recommendation to Ichabod's. Narrow down your menu, get it smaller, and look at your receipts and figure out if there's anything that hasn't been ordered more than a couple times a week or a month, get rid of it. Take it off the menu. More choices is not always better. Look at In-N-Out. You can get a burger or you can get a burger. And they got a line around the block. Same thing with Chick-fil-A. You get a chicken sandwich. It's my pleasure. That's the end. Let me make another comment about what I said a minute ago about this is a good place for older people to hang out, listen to soft music. They've been playing Simon and Garfunkel and Cat Stevens and Billy Joel, all kinds of good stuff. I love that music. Here lately, I've been listening to a lot of smooth jazz. Let's face it. I hate going into sports bars, like for instance, Barcode I did a video on. I went in there 2 or 3 times before I made my video because I would just leave because it was so freaking loud in there. I couldn't hear myself think. And a lot of places play, I'm sorry, but I'm just not into rap and hip hop or a lot of modern music. I just, no offense. That's just not what I'm into. I don't want to listen to it. And I just want to chill, okay? I don't want to have a conversation. When you go out with your friends to go eat somewhere, you want to talk. And I don't want to be in a place that's that loud. So I really appreciate being in I wish it was a little brighter. It's a little dark in here. They've got the windows super tinted. Walls are black. So it's a little, I don't want to say claustrophobic, but it's just a little too brooding. I'd like it just a little bit brighter, just a little bit. I couldn't read the menu without my little flashlight, doing that boomer thing where you have to use the flashlight on your phone to read the menu. Little bit of light. I want it to be a little bit more cheerful. And other than that, though, I'm liking the vibe. It's very much like it's kind of like a truck stop restaurant out in the middle of nowhere. And I don't mean that as an insult. There's a certain charm to it that's a little bit hometown. And I'm here on Flamingo Street in Pecos in Las Vegas. And you would think that I was in, anywhere America. And that's a good thing. Not complaining. All right.
Okay, they're on to me. They said they were going to bring me a sample of the prime rib because I was interested in it. This is the sample. This is the sample. They brought me an entire plate of prime rib. It's like a $20, $30 piece of meat. I mean, of course, it doesn't have the salad, the baked potato, and all that other, but... And this is the problem, you know, I don't want special treatment. You know, because I don't want people, you know, I want people to have the same experience that they would get when they come here. But they saw me with the camera and everything, and I don't know if they already know who I am, but this is bribery. And I am stuffed. But I'm going to try it out. Now, it is after 4. I've been here for an hour. And I'm going to try some of this prime rib. They've got a nice au jus and a nice horseradish. Let me see if I can get a shot of it real quick. Wow, there it is. It's a nice looking piece of meat. Oh boy. Ah, good Lord. This is too much. Run of the mill. It's still a little tough on this side. Again, I'm getting it early, so I have to take that into consideration. Most people aren't going to come in here at 4 o'clock and get prime rib. I would assume by dinner time, 7, 8 o'clock, it's going to be much, much more tender after it's sat in there. You know, but nonetheless, very creamy horseradish. Very mild. I like a little bit more bite on my horseradish. That's a very mild, but it's very creamy and it's very good. That's all I can do. I'm so stuffed.
All right, my conclusion. I don't want anybody to think that I was complaining. I have no complaints at all. I do have to find criticism in things because that's what we're doing. We're reviewing. But prices are very reasonable here. I like the vibe. This may not be for everybody. I like the music. I I think I'll be coming here a lot more. I'll probably be a regular. I like it. Very reasonable prices as compared to what they have in Vegas. Usually you're going to pay like $25, $30 for just every sandwich. I mean, even McDonald's is $15. Vegas is not the cheap outlet that it used to be. It used to be the place of the 99-cent shrimp cocktail and free parking and all kinds of stuff, you know. Those days are gone. Don't come here if you don't have a lot of money to spend. You're going to spend a minimum of $100 a day on just being here. Parking, getting a drink, bottled water, whatever. So when you come visit, make sure you got a minimum of $100 a day just for walking around money. That's what it costs. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, $100 easy. I mean, and that's if you're eating cheap. That's hot dog money, okay? So just reminding you, things have changed in the new world. All right. They were just trying to comp the meal. I refused. I told them, no, I'm going to pay. Always do the $2 bill. Always put that on top. People love it. No comps. I can't do that. I'm not going to do it. But thank you for offering Ichabods. I know they comped me that prime rib, and that was fine. But I don't want to be that guy. You have no integrity if you're getting paid for, and that's not what this channel's about. If you can't trust my review to be completely unbiased, then what I have to say means nothing. It's worthless. Wow. I can't wait to come back and check this place out when the piano's going and the karaoke. I bet it's a completely different vibe. This would be a great date place for, and I know I say older people, but I don't know if younger people would translate as well. Get rid of the TV though. TV sucks. Wow, I just noticed there's an entire other half of the restaurant. I was in the bar. I didn't even realize that this is over there. I had no idea. There's an entire other half to the restaurant over there. That she goes, yeah, that's the non-smoking section, kids and stuff, family restaurant. I had no idea that whole other section was over there. And they also have this outdoor waiting area. We have a reception area. I had no idea. I was just in the bar. Wow, completely different vibe. Ichabods. Wow, what a cool little find here. Look at this beautiful sunset with the palm trees, the hot rod cars. Wow, what a great find. You know, I think, like I said, this is kind of catering to the older traditional people, which I'm getting to be now. Most of my friends are in their 60s, some of them in their 70s. And, you know, we're just looking for a different kind of vibe. I don't want to sit in a sports bar. I don't want to hear loud rap music and smokers and TVs blasting. I want to go to a place that's got this kind of vibe. Look at this. Beautiful old cars, right? I love this old Jaguar. Maseratis. And then one of these bozos drove a Rolls Royce Phantom here. What kind of... I always put my food in the trunk because you don't want it to smell up the car. The car will smell like fries, you know. Let's get put this in here. I have a fur-lined trunk. Some of you watching the channel have not seen the car side of me. But yes, I'm into cars. This is one of my mini cars. Not bragging, but this is what I'm into. Have this little thing here. Open that up. And anyway, Ichabods. Love it. All right, guys. Well, hey, that was another episode of Bobby's Vegas. You know I haven't posted in a couple of weeks, and the reason is some of you know I work with the band Kiss. I'm the announcer that says, "You wanted the best, you got the best." I'm that guy. True. And I was out with them in Palm Springs in California and Fort Worth and a couple other places. They're in Canada right now. I'm not up there with them in Canada because I do those by recording. And so anyway, I was out of town and I went to some great restaurants, but I didn't want to do Bobby's California.
or Bob Eats Texas. I'm doing Bob Eats Vegas. And that's what this whole channel is about, because either you live here or when you visit here, you're going to know some of the cool places the video Bob likes to go eat and some of the places that he doesn't. So far, I haven't done a review of a place that I'm negatively reviewing, and I don't know if I want to be that guy that posts those kind of videos. You're going to have to do something really bad to me to get me to post a negative review like that. As far as this place goes, they were on to me. They knew what I was doing. They were trying to comp my dinner. Don't do that. Us influencers, there's some people, if you're out there taking comp dinners for your reviews, no, you're fired. It's done for. You're a phony. You're a fake. You pay for your dinner just like everybody else. I don't want any special treatment. And look, I know they're going to see the cameras and things, and they're going to try to do extra special things, and that's fine. And that's what they should do for every customer. I'm a former restaurant owner, and I know that, if I knew that somebody was in there from the paper or whatever, yeah, I'm going to try extra hard. But you want to know something? The best reviewers are the ones that are totally incognito and they're not doing it by camera. That's how the secret shoppers and things work. So I'm not faulting them for it. I'm not picking on them. I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying they were trying to be extra nice to me. And it's because, I don't know how well they're really doing. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's like 5 o'clock. Their dinner rush is starting to come in. But that other side was packed. There was people in there, and they have a waiting area. So this place looks like it's been around for a while. I'll do a little bit more research. But I think I'm going to be coming back here. It's not that far from my house, and I like it a lot. So Ichabod's Cavern. It's over here on Flamingo and Pecos. It's not that far from the Strip if you wanted to come down here. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a long, rambly video. I'm Bob, and I'm eating Vegas.